All right, folks, we got a video about the drug Ozempic. Um, let's check it out. Apparently, it's having a lot of people hooked on it.
They've lost their entire physique, their muscle mass, their bone mineral density. All of the weight that they had lost was muscle mass and bone mineral density.
Disclaimer, this video is educational and informative in nature. Do not contact anyone shown in this video. Also, this video is discussing steroids. Do not use steroids. This is entirely for educational and entertainment purposes only.
There is a serious cult forming around a drug that is quite literally destroying people's bodies. And no one is really talking about it, and I think it really does need to be talked about. Let me explain here. About 2 years ago, we saw something called Ozempic come to market. Well, it was actually a lot earlier than that, but it became really, really relevant. Essentially, basically,
Yeah, I don't know why the video is flipped like that, but it is yeah, just get through it.
post-COVID era. And within literally several months, it took the world by storm. Now we have every single celebrity in Hollywood taking a GLP-1 agonist or something like Ozempic, as well as every fitness influencer
Yeah, shout out to Zelda. If you know, you know.
and their mother, including myself.
Just white rice, double chicken, mild medium cheese.
I'm good, bro. Don't worry about it. I'm on hella Rudda. Makes me immune.
Your aunt, your mama, your mama's dog, your brothers, your sister's boyfriend, your brother's boyfriend, everybody's on it. You see constant TikTok posts, Instagram reels, every possible form of media talking about this one drug. And genuinely, it works really fucking well. People
Anybody remember that positive body movement? What happened to that? Because as soon as this drug dropped, you didn't hear any more about body positive. You didn't hear nothing about that. So you know all the celebrities on a lot of them. Me personally didn't need to be on there because it was already slim. But you had of course all the obese people are using it. What's the one black lady, the singer? I can't think of her name, but the one that was always harassing all the fit guys online, and she thought because she was a celebrity that she was entitled to all the fit guys. I can't think of her name, but the black lady is a singer. So anywho, but yeah, all of them, and that's the thing too. You see a lot of these celebrities, you know, they just it's obvious because they don't show. First of all, you know, if you overweight, you're not gonna lose all that weight in 2 weeks. Like you're not gonna lose it. Well, I mean, thanks to this, you will, but if you're actually dieting and exercise, you're not. That's the transformation won't happen in 2 weeks. It won't happen in a month. It's gonna take a while for you to really get to that point. I'm gonna say this too. All of a sudden, you just fat and happy, and then 2 months later, you showing a video, you showing pictures and videos of yourself no longer fat. So it's like, bro, it's a dead giveaway. And then what do? They all do the same thing. They have a video of them, quote unquote, working out. It's like, nah, that's not how it works. So, you know, we all know what it is. But you know, Serena Williams, she came out of on the media and admitted to it. So, but these people are destroying their bodies, man. Again, just work out, bro. Just work out. You know, change your eating pattern. Especially, you don't have to be, you don't have to be rich to get in shape. But a lot of these people is like, bro, you taking the shortcut, just do it the right way. But of course, you know, especially if they, you know, in front of a camera all the time or whatever, they're not gonna do that because they're gonna take too long. They want that. What I tell you guys all the time, they want that instant gratification. They want the quick results, the quick fix. So, you know, with that being said, they're gonna cut corners. That's what comes with that. You're gonna cut corners. So, but they putting their life on the line, man. But let's finish watching this video.
are losing weight and numbers are falling off of the scale faster than they've ever done historically before. It's kind of like we've cracked the code to the obesity epidemic that has been plaguing the United States for 20 plus years.
Oh, there it is. There it is.
Unfortunately, though, things haven't been cracked so easy because biology does not give free lunch. See, weight isn't the only metric that is important to track while you're losing weight. I know that sounds convoluted, but when you really think about it, you can lose a pound and have that pound be bone mineral density and lean mass and maintain fat mass, and you've effectively lost weight, but you've also gotten fatter. So you can see my point. It's very critical that weight loss is constructive. It is something that there are guidelines to, and a diet is considered, and definitely a lifestyle while you're engaging in something that's relative to weight loss.
Nice.
And why am I talking about all this? Well, Ozempic face. And we've brought it up before on this channel, but I think it's really interesting to always talk about.
Yeah, prime example, Anthony Anderson. That dude look like oh man, I forgot the guy name. The guy who plays for the Nuggets. His wife, Steph Curry's wife. What did I tell you guys about it? They got this big old watermelon head and a tiny body. They head don't match their body. So Anthony Anderson, a prime example. That dude's head is just like ginormous. His body look like a fucking 10-year-old. You know what I mean? It's weird, but whatever.
And look at
Hollywood.
individuals who have been affected by the Ozempic face. So basically, plastic surgeons everywhere have been talking about this epidemic of Ozempic face. Basically, people losing weight so radically fast that their facial features change drastically and they lose a lot of facial fullness. And it's definitely one of those things where you can see drastic changes in primary celebrities over the past 2 to 3 years. Jessica Simpson, for example, has completely changed her face. And one of the big ones where it's like super obvious is Scott Disick.
Man, that dude don't look like Skeletor. And like he said, it's sunken in eyes. Man, creepy as hell. That dude don't need to dress up for Halloween. He ready right now.
Disick, I don't know his fucking. He was on Kardashians and dated one of the girls there or something. I don't really keep up with that shit. But basically, you can see from 2022 to 2024, a span of 2 years, he looks entirely different. His face is completely emaciated, and he has sunken in cheeks and almost a hollow face. You can see his temples, his forehead, you can see his cheekbones, his jawline, but it's not a healthy kind of looking way. You know, like usually those are features you want to see, but it looks like they're almost too far gone. And so the reason that I'm making this video is because of this gal. And I don't want anybody to run over to her profile and say anything, but she had several videos go viral recently, and it's just a brand new, fresh account. But she's been talking a lot about her GLP-1 usage, how she lost a ton of weight, which awesome for her. But the changes to her face and body seem a little bit too much.
I've been on a GLP-1 since January of 2025. And my goal was to move into maintenance, but my insurance coverage is going to be ending next month. And I don't know what my next steps are going to be. I've heard in maintenance that folks typically spread the dosing out to like 2 weeks apart or so. But with everything kind of going on, not really quite sure what I want to do yet since I won't have the coverage.
In this video, she's talking about she doesn't know what to do because insurance is going to now stop covering her GLP-1.
I mean, I know what she can do. She can just eat right and exercise. It may be a little strange to a lot of you people, but I mean, that sounds like the fix to me. I mean, honestly, she's putting her life at risk, but I told you guys before, you know, females, they're willing to go above and beyond for that beauty standard. So, and the fact that you're taking that, she wants to take that forever. I mean, I'm not a doctor, but she ain't gonna be around much longer because they don't know proper nutrition. They don't care to know about proper nutrition. You know, they had some videos of her working out, but that was bullshit. You know, I say that all the time. As soon as they lose the weight, they want to be a fitness coach all of a sudden. So she was in the gym, she wasn't fucking doing nothing, but you know, then the food she eats is low in protein. It's crazy. But I mean, as far as you taking that, and all you have to do is just start eating right and just start exercising, you'll be fine. But it's an addiction. You know, it's like drugs. Like, you know, some people can get off of it, no problem, but you know, a lot of people can't. They just always gotta go back to it. So in her case, she won't be around much longer because if you're taking that, First of all, you overdid it. But if you want to continue, if you want to continue to take that for the rest of your life, you're not going to be around much longer. They already have side effects with blood clot. I think I read one article said some people are suffering from loss of vision. I know it's terrible for your kidneys. But, you know, at the end of the day, she won't be around much longer.
Usage because she's lost the weight that she needed to lose and she wants to move to a maintenance dose. The problem is that when you buy GLP-1s legitimately on market, it is a drastically high price, and I'm talking multiple thousands of dollars for even sometimes just a month of treatment. And so she's kind of scratching at.
Man, I remember when it first hit the media, you can get those Ozempic shots for it was like 50. What they were saying, $50 a shot. So I mean, I don't know if you just take the whole thing or what. If you see it had a little nozzle on there that you can adjust the dosage, but per each pen, they will say you can get it for $50. But you know, that was before.
Figure out what is she gonna do.
That's before it just really blew up. But at the beginning, I remember even the commercial. They're like, oh yeah, you get $50 a pen. I'm like, shit. So you know, you take a person who probably needs to lose like 40 pounds, 30 pounds, you take 2 of those, you're good. So, but it's different now. They blew it down. You gotta go through insurance, stuff like that. But at one point, again, you can buy them your damn self, $50 a pen.
And I'm also considering possibly going on to the compounded version. So if anyone is in maintenance or thinking about it or close to it or on the compounded, I'd love to hear from you.
And so this post blew up because a lot of the comments were talking about how she was disappearing, how her face looked gaunt, and how she was basically going too far with all of this. And this is a common trend that you see with individuals using GLP-1s that don't have any previous history of.
I gotta point this out. So you have to get dressed up to eat. You gotta put on makeup to eat at home. All right, man.
Dieting, don't understand protein intake, and I know that sounds like really basic, but honestly, a lot of people.
Fat back, fat back, fat back, fat back. You know what? I'm gonna come up with my own little version of that. So I'm working on it. I'm gonna figure it out by the end of the week. I have a little jingle, my version. So
people even watching this video probably have never tracked protein, have never tracked a calorie, have never considered how much protein they consume on a day-to-day basis. And so when you take something that inhibits your appetite strong,
this is what I'm talking about. This is the bullshit I'm talking about. You see on her screen, what was it, a trail mix? You got 3 bags. You see what's inside. I mean, I'm assuming she's doing a taste test. I don't know, but throughout the videos that he's showing of her daily activities, it's nothing good. It's like you're not eating real food, you're not exercising, you just ODing on this damn Ozempic. So I mean, I'm assuming she's doing a taste test, but still, like, even throughout the videos, you don't see any real food. It's either like little cups, it's like little BS stuff, or she at the gym doing, like she not doing nothing. She just taking the shot. She's trying to seem like she's adapting this fitness lifestyle, but she's not. Like, all that is for show. All that is for show. She's simply relying off of this drug that's slowly killing her. And on top of that, she look like she's a 90-year-old woman. So
strongly, very strongly, the chances that you're now going to go from a undernourished diet but overfed to a undernourished diet and underfed is really, really high. And when that happens, you are going to metabolize muscle tissue and bone mineral like mad. In fact, your body will preference that tissue as opposed to fat tissue. And so you end up in a situation where you have these people who have lost more than just fat. They've lost their entire physique, their muscle mass, their bone mineral density.
Now you can meet with a TurboTax expert in your community. They can do your taxes for you and get you every dollar you do.
Hey, y'all, come look at this.
I'm gonna say this: she has a photo of her when she's at a restaurant in a red dress, but you already know the magic of makeup. But this is how she looks without that makeup. So you gonna tell me when she was fat compared to now, she looks better? Like, of course, the size, but it's this the thing, man. Y'all be wanting to lie to yourselves and want people to lie with y'all. That's an unhealthy weight loss journey. It is a unhealthy weight loss journey. So at the end of the day, she looked better when she was fat. I know it's weird for me to say that, but it's like, I mean, you're unhealthy in both photos, but you look terrible how you transformed yourself. Say you just doing it the right way. But of course, I tell you guys all the time, females, they don't work out, man. Like the average, especially a black female, they don't work out. And most American females in America anyway, they doing everything but working out. Y'all see the videos, you know what I mean? They still eating trash. So at the end of the day, it's like they both unhealthy, but you look better in the first one because, like, okay, well, you do have muscle tone, you do have fat, you do have, you know what I mean? It's crazy how these women will do everything except just do the right thing. But she putting her life is at risk for real. So she don't. If I see her out there in the street, I mean, I wouldn't talk to her anyway. But I would. Nah, I don't find that attractive. Cause look how she looks. Like the first thing I'm gonna think, cause I don't want to ask, people. I don't want to mess with nobody's feelings like that. But the first thing I'm gonna think of is she got like cancer or something or what? I wouldn't even. Nah, I wouldn't even talk to her. So.
And then she made this post in a response to the comments that were on that video, basically showing the facial transformation that she has had. She's down 175 pounds. So again, very big kudos to her. That is hard. And that's harder than most bodybuilders go.
Yeah, that's the photo right there. I mean, of course it's gonna be at night. So with the makeup and, you being somewhere in a nightclub or at a darkly lit restaurant, you'll be fooled. But as soon as you bring it to the house or whatever, and the next day you see it, the next day you're gonna be messed up in the head because it's all smoke and mirrors. So that's an unhealthy weight journey. So it's not natural, bro. Like people who know will know. They can spot that out. But as far as that's unattractive to me. But of course you got some guys who will think otherwise, but those are guys who don't have any standards, and I don't know. I just know she didn't do it the right way if I were to see her out in public. So, or, she's sick. So.
Going through a bodybuilding prep. It's kind of funny, actually. I think about this a lot. Bodybuilders talk about their preps being so arduous, like the hardest possible things to do in life. When you have someone who's obese trying to lose weight and get down to a healthy body fat percentage, they sometimes have to lose on the order of magnitude of hundreds of pounds to accomplish that. Not 10 to 20, maybe 15 pounds to get shredded for a bodybuilding competition. To lose 100+ pounds of weight is astronomically harder than losing 10 to 15 pounds.
I am convinced that people do not understand that it takes patience.
But regardless of that, you can see that her face is obviously changed, and she's been modified by using these GLP-1 agonists and losing weight drastically fast. So there's something really important to understand here. There was a set of trials done. It was called the Step 1 trial and then the Sustained 8 trial. And these two trials showed something in conjunction that was honestly, it's shocking to me at least, which was that the trials done by New England Journal of Medicine showed that over a span of time where they were testing a non-semaglutide group, just having them control for calories to lose weight, versus a semaglutide group, was that the group obviously with semaglutide lost a shit ton more weight. But there was a huge problem. They lost 39 to 40% of their weight in lean mass. Now, what that essentially means is all of the weight that they had lost was nearly half of it was muscle mass and bone mineral density. And this is exactly why you see so many people who don't necessarily.
So that's basically saying that that's why they have that fragile look, which they are fragile. So it's comical because she used Ozempic to lose all the weight, but when you put everything together, she lost the weight, yeah, but she lost stuff that she was supposed to lose, like muscle mass and bone density. So the fact that you did that and now you want to go to the gym all of a sudden, like now you're prone to even more injuries because you don't have the ideal muscle mass and bone mass for a woman of your size. So yeah, you're skinny, but you're unhealthy skinny. So if you were to start squatting or something, you're gonna break some stuff. So, but of course they're not thinking about that. It's, at the end of the day, it's all about looking the part. I can tell you guys all the time. It's like them fake ass gurus will be online. Oh, you know, let me show you how to make $1 million in a day. Nah, bro, nah. So it is what it is, man. But you know, you think that's the whole point of not cutting corners. When you cut corners, you're gonna lose more than what you're gonna gain. So you might be winning at the beginning, but trust me, you're gonna take a L. That's the whole point of cutting corners. Like, yeah, you can get there quicker, but it's gonna cost you. So, but they're not thinking about the cost, the part that's gonna cost me. It's thinking, oh yeah, I'm winning. Okay. All right.
Necessarily have like a nutrition based background, losing their faces, losing their bodies, quite literally looking emaciated using GLP-1s. So in fact, you're not just losing fat from your face, but you're changing your facial architecture because you are losing those components of your body. And sometimes that can actually look really good, especially if you do control for protein. But most of the time, in a lot of individuals who don't have any concern for these things, it is very deleterious. Essentially, you've taken steps to lose weight, but you've also lost muscle mass and bone mineral density, resulting in hormonal environments changing within the body.
Hey man, little dude need a sandwich. The fuck you mean? I don't know. Delusional, bro. I tell you, delusional. You look like that, but you can't even do 10 push-ups. And whatever, man.
And that results in just genuinely really a not so ideal result as compared to somebody who would have disciplined, engage in normal nutritional patterns, and healthfully drop weight. And the thing about these like semaglutide studies, trizepatide studies, and many more is that the weight loss happens extremely fast, and the quickness matters because that really is what deflates a person. So if you're somebody that's taking Ozempic or a GLP-1 agonist that's very similar, what you have to consider, and it's like critical that you consider this, is rapid weight loss is not the goal. Constructive weight loss is the goal, where you're eating a very nutrient dense diet
Yeah, they
with
don't want to do that.
good amount of protein, somewhere around 1 gram per pound of body weight, plus you're actually working out with weights. I know it sucks, it is what you got to do, but it works and it keeps you from melting away. Generally, my rule of thumb for even clients who are doing bodybuilding is you don't want to exceed about 1.5% of your total body weight in weight loss per week. It's a pretty easy number to calculate. If you're 200 pounds, essentially, you shouldn't be losing more than about 3 pounds per week. And if you are, rest assured that some of your muscle and bone mineral density is melting away too. And with that, you lose certain facial features and favorable kind of looks and turn into this ghoulish individual that goes viral on social media. And you see this so much now. And it's like everybody and their mother can get a GLP.
Okay, so you see the fat back in the video. You already know. All she eats is cookies and cakes and ice cream and sodas. I already know how her Fred's looking. So she's just happy as shit, knowing that, oh, I can just eat whatever I want. No, you idiot. You're not supposed to do that. You're not supposed to do that. But, you know, I already know, bro. Like, she just jumping. Like, if you had that same excitement on the treadmill, you'll be ahead in life right now. But the fact that she stocked up on that, you know, man, whatever, bro. It's disgusting at this point. I'm gonna be honest with you. It's disgusting. Knowing that she takes that shot faithfully, but she won't go do cardio for an hour. And after she takes the shot, matter of fact, while she's taking the shot, she's probably down in some dogging highs or something like that, or tres leche or something like that while she's taking the shot. I already know that's what she's doing. That's her daily routine. Oh, I'm getting fit. Fuck out of here.
You just hop online, you go onto any website, and you start taking it. And unfortunately, a lot of those individuals just don't have any foundational dietary knowledge. And so they still eat the chips, and they still eat the cheesecake, and they still eat the bullshit, and they just eat less of it. And so now, like I said, they're undernourished and underfed. When before, they were already undernourished, but now they're wildly underfed. And that just is a recipe for fucking disaster.
It's a disaster, man. We gotta stop it.
I made this video because a lot of people ask me about this kind of stuff, honestly. They ask me, how do I avoid Ozempic face? How do I lose weight with GLP-1s correctly? Can you do more videos on GLP-1s? And this is kind of the video that I wanted to make. It's not a good look after some time of abusing these things without really understanding your diet, understanding how to eat, and all that other good stuff. But I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, consider giving me a like, maybe even comment down below. I'd love to see what you have to say about this sort of stuff. Okay.
All right, you already know. Link to his video down below. Very interesting perspective, but you know, this is what it is. This is a new what is it, the new tummy tug. It's always something new going on in the when it comes down to plastic surgeries and procedures. So operations, it's just another thing they got on the market. But I know some people, you know, they really need it because it's supposed to be for people that's diabetic. But there you go, right there. If you're not diabetic, you're not supposed to be taking it. But they do list all the side effects, stuff like that. Of course, no one cares about that. But I don't know, man. You know, ideally, it's supposed to be a short term. If you're going to use it, it's supposed to be short term. Not like these females that's in the video that's just taking it every day for the rest of their life. It's not like that. It's supposed to be just a temporary thing. On top of that, you got to start eating right. You got to exercise. No matter what, you got to eat right and exercise. Nothing wrong with getting a burger every now and then, but you're supposed to be eating a burger every day. Y'all know this. So if you don't have any discipline, well, if you had discipline, you wouldn't be a fatback. But if you don't develop discipline, all you're going to be looking for is a quick fix for the rest of your life. So terrible habit to have, but if you were smart about it, you just use it temporarily and you know, start eating right and exercising, you'll be ready to go. But sad to say, a lot of people, you know, that have access to this drug, they don't care. So they're gonna keep shooting up until they can't shoot up anymore. So the fact that you want to take this for the rest of your life is sad. So I told you guys before, I'm not a doctor, but she keep up with it, and most likely she will. She ain't gonna be around for much longer because that drug is literally eating you away. It's eating away your muscles, eating away your tissues, eating away your bone density. That's it. You know what I mean? That's it. You get sick. Nobody's talking about, you know, if you get sick, what happens if you're on the drug? You're not providing your body the right nutrients and the proteins and stuff to keep it healthy. It's not healthy. Look at her. Look at the black chick. There's nothing about her that says healthy. She look like any day now, if she sneezes wrong, then she out of there. So, I mean, it's sad to say, but, you know, it is what it is. I'm not surprised. You know, they do it to themselves. No one's forcing them to take this drug. But the fact that you're addicted to it and you're like, oh, I don't have to do anything. All I got to do is take this shot every day or every week or whatever, that's sad. But it is what it is, man. So, if you guys enjoyed the video, you know, let me know down below. Make sure you like, share, subscribe. If you got $1, you know, that'll make me holler. Cash App is down below. And, you know, if anything, make sure you take your piece, your pockets, and your purpose.